Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hi, welcome to our lessons, and today we're gonna learn about syllable, cluster, stress, and intonation. When you speak or write sentences in English, do other people find it difficult to understand and identify, especially in linguistics? If so, you may know how to indicate syllable correctly. Syllable is a word part and the basic unit of English written. English words can have one, two, three, or even more syllables in them, or a combination of letters that are said together in a single effort of sounds. You can see in there are four examples related to English syllables. We have diamond, minerals, recognized, and representative. Let's identify one by one. The first one is diamond. Diamond. There are two syllables in there. And the second one is minerals. Minerals. There are three syllables in there. Third example we have recognize. There are three syllables in there. Recognize. The last example we have representative. There are five syllables in there. Representative. So, do you get it? Maybe you can find another example to make it clear. A syllable can have three parts consist of onset, nucleus, and coda. As you can see, we have three rules related to them to identify. The first one, we have the onset appears at the beginning. And the second one, we have the nucleus. The nucleus is a vowel which forms the core of the syllable. And the last one, we have the coda. The coda appears at the end of the syllable.
From the syllable explanation that has been explained up, we can conclude that a syllable is a word unit consisting of one or several phoneme sequences in one breath marked by the loud sound and can be segmented based on the pause or stress on the sound. Now, I want to explain about the syllable structure. Syllable has three elements, namely onset, nucleus, and coda. Onset is the start of a sound in a syllable. Nucleus is the peak of loudness, and coda is the last sound in a syllable. For example, in a word pain, which has one syllable, pay is the onset, I is the nucleus, and is the coda. If coda is present in a syllable, the nucleus and the coda form a single unit called a rhyme. Otherwise, the nucleus makes up the rhyme by itself. Looking at the pen again, in forms the rhyme. The onset and the coda are not necessarily present in a syllable, but the nucleus is always present. The nucleus can be preceded or followed by a consonant or consonant clusters. For example, the word I has only one syllable. It has neither the onset nor the coda, but only the nucleus. Nucleus structure filling sound in syllables are syllable sound which are almost always vowel because they use a large resonant space. As we know, the vowel sound are sounds that are produced without any obstacle in the human speech system. Next.
Okay, before I tell you about the example of stressed syllables, I will explain you what makes a stressed syllables different. First, the stressed syllables should be louder. Second, the stressed syllables should be a little higher. Third, the stressed syllables should be a little longer in time. Now, I will tell you about the example of stressed syllables. We have upon, winter, 11, banana, calculator, macaroni, vocabulary, imagination, responsibility, incomprehensible. Okay, number 1. Upon. Upon has two syllables. That is a and pon. Number 2. Winter. Winter has two syllables, that is wind and tear. Number 3, 11. 11 has three syllables, that is e, le, and one. Number 4, banana. Banana has three syllables, that is ba, na, and na. Number 5, calculator. Calculator has four syllables, that is cal, q, lay, and ter. Number 6, macaroni. Macaroni has four syllables, that is me, ke, ro, and ni. Number 7, vocabulary. Vocabulary has five syllables, that is ve, ke, bil, le, and ri. Number 8, imagination. Imagination has five syllables, that is I, me, ji, ne, and chen. Number 9, responsibility. Responsibility has six syllables, that is ris, one, si, bi, le, and ti. Number 10, incomprehensible. Incomprehensible has six syllables, that is incomprehensible.
Hi, I will explain about clusters. A consonant cluster is a group or sequence of consonants that appear together in a syllable without a vowel between them. In English, consonants are found to be clusters in word initial, medial, or word final positions. In linguistics, a consonant cluster, also known simply as a cluster, is a group of two or more consonant sounds become before onset, after coda, or between medial vowels. Onset consonant clusters may occur in two or three initial consonants, in which three are referred to as triple C, while coda consonant clusters can occur in two to four consonant groups. Thank you.
Okay, next I will explain about common consonant clusters. Common consonant clusters. In the Routledge Dictionary of English Language Studies, author Michael Pearce explained that the written English language contains up to 46 permissible two-item initial consonant clusters, ranging from the common ST to the less common SQ, but only non-permissible three-item consonant clusters. Pearce illustrated the common three-item initial consonant clusters in the following words: SPL, split; SPR, spread; SPG, spion; STR, strip; STG, still; SQL, sclerotic; SQR, screen; SQW, squad; SQT, square. Wherein every word must start with an S and be followed by a facial stop such as P or T, and a liquid or glide like I or W.
Okay, I will explain about consonant cluster reduction. Consonant clusters occur naturally in writing and spoken English, although sometimes there may be altered codes. The consonant cluster, the and word, may contain up to 4 items. However, they are often connected in connected speech of the consonant cluster is too long. This process is called consonant cluster simplification or reduction. Sometimes occur when at least one consonant in a sequence of ejection. Consonant is added or grouped in everyday speech. For instance, the words best boy may be pronounced best boy, and first time may be pronounced first time. In spoken English, and repeated consonant clusters are often connected naturally to increase speech or eloquence of speech. We generally drop a repeated consonant if it occurs at the end of one of word and again at the beginning of the next. The process of consonant cluster reduction has no set rules. However, It is confined by certain linguistic factors that inhibit the operation of reduction such words.
Move to the next topic. Stress. Stress is one of the most important in pronunciation in English. You have to use stress correctly so that people will find it easy to understand what you are saying. In many languages, including English, one or more of the syllables in every consonant word, except for function words like to, the, a, of, are stressed. There are three things that you need to do to pronounce stress correctly. First, the stressed syllable should be louder. Second, the stressed syllable should be a little higher. And last, the stressed syllable should be longer in time. If you're pronouncing words with the correct stress, your English will sound clearer and more natural.
Okay, to know where the stress in a word, you can find it by looking at the phonetic transcription. An acute accent shows you where the stress is. When you see this acute accent, the next syllable is the stressed syllable. For example, doctor. Nouns with two syllables usually have stress in the first syllable. Another example, picture, money, water. And then the second example, explain. Most nouns and adjectives with two syllables have stress on the first syllable, and most verbs have stress on the second syllable. Another example, decide, forget, repeat. The third example, anyone. In words with three syllables, the stress can be in beginning, middle, and end. Another example, beautiful, beginning, computer, middle, afternoon, end. The fourth example, communicate. In words with four or more syllables, the stress is almost always in the middle. Another example, information, photographer, economic.
Okay, now I will tell you about intonation in English. Intonation in phonetic, the melodic pattern of an utterance. Intonation is primarily a matter of variation in the pitch level of the voice.
Intonation serves a grammatical function, distinguishing a phrase or sentence from another. And now, let me tell you the examples of intonation in English. First, list up down. The examples: we need some money. It's a parcel. The second examples of intonation is up down list at the end of the sentence. The examples: what are you doing?
What would you like to eat? What would you like to eat? Third example is list up at the end of the sentence. First, are they coming? Are they coming? Second one is, does he like it? Does he like it? I think that's all about intonation in English.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.